Hi, my name is Hilda Flavia Nakabi. I'm the founder of Uganda's Fridays for Future movement. I am a Ugandan. Uganda is found in Africa, a continent that emits less than 4% of the global carbon emissions, and yet we are affected the most. Uganda is the 12th most vulnerable country in the world to climate change, and the 49th least prepared country to combat its effects. Uganda is going to host the world's longest crude oil pipeline, thanks to Total. Developed countries like France, Germany have banned fossil fuels for many years, but their appetite for oil is still high. I come here today to remind or inform us that the greed exhibited by your leaders and global North corporations is a danger to the lives of people in Africa. It is a danger to us. It is a danger to me. It is a danger to wildlife and a threat to future generations. The global North is too greedy to think about the children in Africa who go hungry as a result of climate change-induced famine. The global North's love for money from oil is growing every day that passes by. This love is a cause of death to indigenous people. It is harming birds, wild animals, humans that bear the brunt of the climate crisis. Why Germans? Why France? Why Europeans? Why all the climate injustices against Africans, Asians, Latinos, and the rest of the global South? Why don't you give us a chance to live? Doesn't our future mean anything to you? You don't care because you can afford to adapt to climate change, yet we can't. France is aware Uganda is among the most vulnerable countries to climate crisis and one of the countries that are least prepared to combat its effects, but oil giant Total is determined to worsen the situation. Total is yet to construct the world's longest heated crude oil pipeline. It will be 1,445 kilometers long. It will come from Uganda to the port of Tanga in Tanzania. It will put major national parks, wetlands, rivers, and lakes, and not to mention livelihoods of millions at risk. About a third of this EACOP pipeline will be built in Lake Victoria basins, which is a source of water and livelihoods for up to 40 million people. Lake Victoria is the second biggest freshwater body in the world, but also the biggest inland lake in Africa. Oil spills in this lake from the EACOP project pose a particularly worrying risk of further devastating human impacts. The EACOP pipeline will emit 34.3 million metric tons of carbon a year, which highly undermines global efforts to reduce emissions to stay below 1.5 degrees Celsius. It has displaced over 100,000 people, 400 villages, leaving them homeless. This is dangerous as it is unacceptable. I know that you have been fighting to stop coal mines in your country. You, in all people, know what breathing polluted air feels like. So, I call upon German and everyone to join us in stopping the East African crude oil pipeline. I invite you to the Stop EACOP Action page where you can send emails to 8 banks we are targeting that includes one of Germany's biggest bank, Deutsche. I want you to support us in stopping the East African crude oil pipeline. I ask you today to reach out to your fellow Europeans, the French people, and ask them to support our renewable energy projects, but not the East African crude oil pipeline. Uganda does not need EACOP. Uganda needs climate justice. I repeat, Uganda does not need EACOP. Uganda needs climate justice. EACOP is about profits, not people. And that's why we need you to join us. We can make a difference if we come together because the power of the people is greater and stronger than the people in power. Enough is enough. We need people, not profits. Thank you. What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? People, not profits. People, non-profits. People, non-profits. Thank you.